Take 4 and action. Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Motherfucking Princess. I'm your host Jazawatoad. And literally I am fucking Toad. Like that's what I do. So anyways, I've tried recording this 3 or 4 times now. And I shall take the time real quick to explain to you what happened while we leisurely walk along this little pathway thing. So, what happened is the first time I tried recording, I don't even remember what happened exactly. It's been such a little while since that happened, but I'm pretty sure my Wii froze. And turns out that wasn't my Wii freezing, it was my USB loader, which is a Nintendo. And that's because my hard drive is an old hard drive in an HDD enclosure, which makes it a USB hard drive. But the hard drive itself is an old hard drive from a Windows XP computer. So it turns off in the middle of, or it turns off after it's barely being used for an hour or something. So that in turn freezes the USB loader. Even though the Wii responds, I can exit the USB loader just fine. So second time, my Wii actually froze itself again. And I have since fixed the freezing issue by just having a USB thumb drive just for this Let's Play, which is working good so far. And the last time I tried recording this, which was a few days ago, probably about 3 days ago maybe. Okay, so I got about 3/4 of the way through with the dungeon we're about to start here. And I started sliding down a certain section, and, well, I started mashing buttons to try and activate the iron boots, and I just so happened to hit the correct button combination to reset the game. Because the Nintendo has, like, you hold L, R, Z, and press B or something, and it resets the game. So that happened, and that would have been fine. I would have been able to just play up to that point and finish recording. But after that happened, Audacity lost half of the recording file. Elgato didn't mess up. Audacity did. My microphone was not muted, but the first 25 minutes of that session, my commentary was missing. Just flat, like gone. So, yeah, that is what happened. And that is the trouble I've had trying to record. This entire LP has been nothing but a train wreck every time I tried to record it. I had to replace the save file 3 motherfucking times so far. That's all done and over with finally because it's done messing up. I don't have any recording issues anymore, but for the most part. And by that I meant my Elgato fucking up, which it probably will now that I've said that because I ginger cursed myself apparently. So, let's just hope for the best that everything works out alright this session. Because I'm sick and tired of it fucking up over and over and over again. And every time, the whole hour and a half that I've spent going to waste. Now, that's good to be off my chest. Let's go ahead and start this shit finally. And actually do it correctly. And yeah, that was, like, took me farther away from where I'm supposed to go, but I don't care. It was a good leisurely walk and talk that we had. I enjoyed that. So, without any further delay, let's go ahead and try this and do it right. Now, in the last session that I tried to record this, or the session before rather, when you get down here, you're supposed to use 2 water bombs. And the first one worked fine, and the first time I tried it, on the first attempt, everything worked fine, and I only had to use 2 bombs. But I wound up running out of bombs because the second bomb didn't want to line up correctly. So what you're supposed to do is bomb this, then it makes the water jet go upwards, and then you place a bomb and it goes up, and it's supposed to land right in front of that boulder. But it didn't, for some reason. So I figured, first, you blow this up, right? After you do that, you then stand here and place the bomb instead. And lo and behold, it works just fine. So don't do it from the outside. Do it from the inside. And you can do the first bomb that way and set it from here. Just be sure to use your shield so you don't take any damage. But that works just fine. It worked perfectly fine this time. And it worked perfectly fine last time. But the time before, I ran out of bombs. So, that was fun. Whew, okay, so anyways. Now, we can actually do this thing. This dungeon is actually good. I enjoy it. It's not bad. But the good thing out of all those failed attempts, whatever, is that now I have basically the entire dungeon memorized and where to go for the most part. So there's no, oh, well, I went in the wrong door. I know which doors to go in. I don't have to check and do all that. So, yeah. Let's try doing this again. The Lakebed Temple. So, right off the bat, this is the first time we've encountered these, I believe. These are, chews. They're essentially the choo-choos. This is a red choo-choo, which essentially acts, which I'm going to go ahead and grab. This acts as a red potion. It refills 8 hearts. See? So, that's good. Now, there's a blue one that I believe does 16 hearts, I think, if I remember correctly. And there's a yellow one that is lantern oil. Even though it says yellow chew jelly. But it's essentially lantern oil. And there's a sparkly golden one that appears very rarely in certain areas of the game. Also, this dungeon throws water bombs at you. That's why I only grabbed 5 in that first time I bought water bombs. But yeah, there's random, well, not random, but there's certain places that a golden sparkly chew will appear, and it's all like fancy and like it makes you OP for a short while, if I remember correctly. And interruptions. Cool. Alright, so anyways, yeah, that's the whole story of these. Now, something that I've had to go over 5 times now. Oh, a blue one. That's even better. Okay, so we can try the blue one now. I didn't know this blue one even spawns here. Okay, scoop it! Thank you. Now, let's see, 16 hearts? All hearts, okay, so the blue one is a super potion. Alright. I forgot then. That's cool. So it does all the hearts. So blue is good. Now they're a bit more rare though. So, anyways, I'm gonna ruin something for you. You see this door? You just see it as a regular door, right? You see a Highlands crest there, and a grill at the bottom. Well, for some reason, ever since I was a kid, I've seen this as a face. I don't see a Zora's crest. I think I said a Highland crest a minute ago. Let's say Zora's crest if I didn't. But yeah, I don't see the Zora's crest. I see 2 angry eyes, a dot in the forehead, and a mouth. So it's an angry face. That's what I see it as, and that's how I've always seen it. So if you didn't see it as that before, now you will, and forever are going to see it as an angry face because I've ruined it for you. Now Binda's gonna tell us for the 4th time, at least me for the 4th time, that we need to blow shit up with bomb arrows. So, all I really need are those 2, I believe. The other 2 aren't really important. Up there, in that direction, is more water bombs, I believe. If not, then more arrows. But yeah, this dungeon just pretty much gives you bombs and arrows left and right, since they're pretty much mandatory. So, be sure not to just grab like a shit ton of water bombs when you first buy water bombs from barns, because it's a waste of money. Now here we get a good glimpse of what the dungeon is going to be like and a general idea. It's a 2-story for the main part, 2 levels rather. I say 2-story because I'm American. But yeah, there's 2 main levels, and then there's I think 2 2 basement levels as well. So, anyways, this is the first time we fight Elizalfa, which, of course, is just easily gotten rid of. I like how if you walk right when he's putting it away, he won't put it away. Now here's where this gets similar-ish to Ocarina of Time's Water Temple. It's not really the same thing at all, but they made it just as tedious, almost as tedious. At least in the Water Temple, you had to you could raise the water levels, you know, to 3 different levels with the Song of Time or whatever. Well, not the Song of Time, but Zelda's Lullaby, I believe. In this one, you have to bring water into it and do a bunch of shit. Pull these levers and move the staircase to whatever side that you're on. And you do that quite a lot. So, yeah. So this one right here, we can't do anything because there's no lever. So, we have to go to this one over here. And then pull it down. And that's the door you just saw there, that's the boss door. So, that's where the boss room is. Also, there's blue Tektites, which are easy to kill. I believe this is more bombs. Yes, it is. Okay, so, blue Tektites are easy to kill. Full 4 hits. I believe they were stronger in Ocarina of Time. The red Tektites were 2 hits, and blue ones were 4. So, yeah. I don't know if that's any different in here, but, yeah. So, we need to go over here, I believe. No, the other way. Sorry. That's where we have to go in a minute. We actually have to go... I don't believe it's over here. I believe we have to... Okay, first let's go to this thing. Was that even blue? That was weird looking. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we have to do this. And go to that one down there. Something that bugs me is the way they made this staircase... They didn't make a cutout for Link's leg, so he just kind of clips through it, which looks really awkward. And I really wish they kind of would have just made a cutout for his legs. But they didn't. They just made him clip through it magically. So that's weird design, but I think that's just laziness. So either that or they didn't want to they liked the way it looked like that over making it cut, so I don't know. Anyways, we're just going in here to grab a key. I should know this by now since I've done this 4 times. First we get rid of this, and then we get rid of that. Oh, fuck, I hit that chain just like last time. Okay, come on. It shouldn't have that wide of a hitbox. Thank you. Alright. So, instead of jumping down and taking a chance of falling, I've learned that the hard way. Let's go ahead and go this way. And climb some vines, because I don't like vine climbing in this game. That's one of the only complaints I have about this game, is vine climbing. It's realistic, but it's a little bit too realistic, because you don't want to have to wait for an hour to climb shit. At least in Skyward Sword, you had a way to get through it quickly, by doing a little leap thing with shaking the Wii remote. So, in here, you don't get that opportunity at all. But climbing vines is rendered useless at a certain point in this game, which I will not mention yet, because I don't want to spoil anything. Jump out! Have to do it the hard way, don't I? Yep. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, so at a certain point in this game, which I will not mention and ruin or spoil if you have not for some reason played this game before, that item will render these obsolete. I can't speak for some reason right now. You get the idea. You won't have to climb vines anymore. You'll just be able to do something. You'll be able to skip them essentially. So, anyways, we got our key. Now we get to go back to that one locked door that we saw in the main room. So let's try and head back there. Hopefully nothing will freeze or anything. So all the way back up. And we cannot roll. Because if you roll, Link does that. So I believe it's over this way. Is where that locked door is. If I remember correctly. Which I did. Probably get this entire dungeon complete in an hour. So 4 episodes. Unless I make them 20, then that's just 3. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so, anyways, get rid of that guy. That's arrows over there, I believe, but we don't really need any. We have plenty of arrows. We did do that. Actually, we don't need to do that one. That one's useless. There's nothing to do with it. I don't know why they put that there. This is the only one you need to do. And I seem to always forget that you don't have to blow up the other one. But it's not like it matters because they give you plenty of bombs, so... Or BAMs. Now, you notice this one section of vine right here that Link is on? This is... sticks out like a sore thumb. It's like they put it there to cover something up that they messed up or something. It doesn't match. It's the vine design from Hyrule Field, I believe, so it's completely different. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know if it's a glitch, like, or something, but it's the wrong kind of vine. It doesn't match. So, I don't know. It just sticks out like a sore thumb to me. Doesn't necessarily bother me, it's just shouldn't be there. So anyways, we're going over here to find out that we can't proceed, and we're gonna go back through another door. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Also, my chair is getting squeaky again. This is a strange enemy. This is probably the most cartoony enemy in this game. Everything's all realistic, but this guy's just all like a cartoon cricket guy jumping in a bubble. I don't know why they made that one or a few of these specific kind of animals, monsters, all cartoony. Doesn't fit the theme. Anyways, there's a key, so we go back there, but we can't climb up there, so we have to go this way. Which cuts back to the other side. But we have another Zafo, but we can just knock him right down. So that makes things easy. Don't even have to fight him. So grab a key and go in a full loop. Ignore these little whatsits. I don't even know what they're called. I should probably look up the names of the creatures, but I'm not one of those Let's Players that looks up the names of all the monsters in Zelda or knows them by heart. I know most of the ones in Ocarina of Time, if not all of them. But in here, there's new ones, so... anyways, we need to go over this way. And climb up this vine all the way up. Can't grab it halfway down, you have to go start all the way from the bottom. So, we started from the bottom, and now we're here. Now, isn't that some pimp niggity shit right there? Now we get to walk up this entire spiral pathway. I don't know what to call it exactly. It's not a stairway. I guess it's like a spiral pathway or something. But we get to go all the way up, and it's quite long. Still not even done yet. Wraps around like 4 or 5 times. And here we get more bombs or a red rupee. I think more bombs, yeah. Cool. You can only carry a max of 15 of those, by the way. So keep in mind, you carry half as many as you would regular bombs. It's kind of a spoiler alert, but not really important. You can get 3 bomb bags in this game, 1 for each kind of bombs. Or you can carry, you know, all regular bombs if you so choose. But yeah, it's cool. So we're gonna be coming back here later to get that one chest that's up there, which is a heart piece. I'm not 100%ing, but I do prefer to get as many as I can. Now instead of sliding all the way down, I'm just gonna do this, which takes me right to where I need to go. Much quicker than sliding all the way down. Now what we gotta do is pull this lever and release the water, which loads weirdly, like pop-in texture. So now we have water flowing through these doors, or rather this door. So let's go back to the main room. Actually, I don't think we can go through here. Oh, there's another blue guy. Let's see. I don't think there is really a way to get through here. No. Yeah, I have to go back and go through that center thing again. Let me through, thank you.